All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of UpintheAir.stream. And in this episode, this is going to be part 2 of the Starlink Mini review, setup, feedback, that type of thing. So, as previously promised, I mentioned that I would kind of show in part 2 like how things worked out, if I need to change anything. So if you're just now tuning in to part 2, there is a part 1 that goes through all the components. So to make more sense, if you maybe navigate to that video instead. But we're here in Miramar Beach, and more specifically camping on the Gulf. And this is one of our favorite campgrounds, and we've been here many times, about 9 years now. And that's little Wiley dog there on the leash, hanging out, enjoying the cloudy day. He's not too hot. And so yeah, all right, so getting into the Starlink Mini, there it is way up there, and we've had some windy weather, and this has worked out just fine. It probably has bounced around a little bit. I haven't really been out too much looking at it because it's worked, and so it hasn't really given me much concern at all. I didn't show you really how it mounted up. I did show you the components of it. And so there is the hardware with the wing nuts, and I tightened it down with that wrench that I mentioned in the previous video. And then I don't have all the sections up, so if we had some obstructions, I could possibly get above those obstructions by putting up one more section, and that would work out good. And we did have a palm tree, I think, that was in the way, and by putting up the 2 sections instead of just one, that eliminated it, so that was good. As you can see there, that's the hitch pin, or the captured pin that the wires go up through, and so that works out pretty good. I'm not using the tongue box, the 48 volt or I forget now what it was, here in the tongue box in the Air.stream plug. I might be able to lift this up. Yeah, okay, so there's the Air.stream plug over there. And you know, if you watch our other videos, we've moved our batteries are now located underneath the twin bed, and we have Epoch batteries in there, and we have 600 amp hours. So if you haven't catch that video, be sure to do that as well. But the SB50 Air.stream plug there, off of one of the lugs, or actually both of them really, allows us to plug in that harness that I made, and that works out pretty good. I did do that briefly. But when we moved over this time, I just went ahead and grabbed the OEM cable and plugged it in here in the side. And then I have a outdoor power strip, and I'll go ahead and show you the link, or show you the description of that. Wiley dog likes to go underneath there, even though it's not sunny. He just feels cool hanging out underneath there, and so he commonly will sneak his way underneath there. But you do have to be careful, you know, if you have a dog or whatever, make sure and put your cables up so they don't snag them. That cable there goes to our Engel fridge that we've done a video of previously, and I hate that I'm referring to all the videos, but you know, sometimes it just helps to mention, you know, what things are, if this is the first time you've watched the video, so you're not like, well, what is that, you know? But you know, feel free to comment if you have any questions in that regard. Now the mast there, when it's dislocated, it will go into the rear compartment very nicely. So that is something to keep in mind too, if you're wondering, you know, where should I keep this Starlink mast, you can put it right in your rear storage. It will fit in there just fine. And you know, we use that for our sewer hoses, but I was able to take one of them and utilize the OEM sewer storage, you know, with the cap on the end, and that works pretty good. So that frees up just enough space. As you can see, you know, there's the Gen 2 Starlink. You know, nothing wrong with those, but I can say, like, for the form factor and the ease of use, and the fact that you don't have any additional wires, no need for another like smart plug converter to redo your coax and then run additional wires in and then find a place to locate the router. This has been working out really good. And you know, I know that it probably doesn't pick up as good, at least that's the word on the streets, that, you know, the Generation 2 or the bigger form factor works better. But man, this has worked good. We've used it in Claremont, and we've used it in 2 different locations here. So yeah, I can very confidently say that this setup has worked out great. And we have speeds at about 320 megabytes per second download, and then upload about 20, so not too hateful there. And I know that'd probably be the question, right? How fast is it? And it's fast enough that we can share it with our buddy next door. We gave him the password, and he's able to log in as well. And that's the other thing that's pretty awesome is, because it is up high like that, you get some pretty good Wi-Fi coverage, beyond the router that's located in the Airstream, and obviously things don't transmit too well through the aluminum skin of the Airstream, but I think a lot of the signal on this actually travels through the windows, and then probably that front skylight. So here comes Chrissy. She's peeking her head out. She knows I'm about done with this video, but here she comes. And yeah, that's all I really had to say about that. If you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments. And like I said, refer to the first video because this won't really make much sense. It's kind of just a confirmation video. We have a lot of videos coming out, and we have some really exciting products that we'll be showing you here soon, and giving you also a video of how the Blue Tech products are working out. I know there's a lot of those videos out there, but I think it's just nice to be able to run into a video for the first time and see the feedback. So make sure to subscribe if you'd like to see those videos that we have coming out soon. And everybody have fun, get out there and be safe.